He's got support, gives it to Gearan. Gearan may go on with it. He gives it past to Mortimer. Steve, and he's in for a try right underneath the post. Out of the blue, a marvellous try, a beautiful...
Gary Hughes was running off his shoulder there, and Robbo couldn't unload the pass. The Panus, Steve Mortimer, will kick over the top. Oh, gee, Wright went for a long over there. That's going to be a try, is it? Yes, it is. It's a one-hand put down. Very clever bit of play from...
Brendall, try number 2. Greg Brendall, the fullback, storming in on a Steve Mortimer pass on the blind side to score his second try of the match.
20 yards out now, Steve Mortimer, the blind, turns it back nicely on the inside to Chris Mortimer. He's made the gap. Pass has gone to ground. Who's got it? It came up as a bounce. Stephen Folk. I think it's Stephen Folk has gone in underneath the post. No, it wasn't. That was Materi. Now, Mortimer. Beautiful pass out to Peter Mortimer, back on the inside to Anderson. Anderson quickly to Steve Mortimer. Quick pass out, it was touched in flight. Peter Mortimer has it. Roberts has indicated 6 to go. Brendall, Gary Hughes. Lovely football there as Peter Mortimer comes off his brother Chris. He's gone round 1. That's a beautiful pass away. Oh, it's magic football. Steve Mortimer finally comes up with it at the tail end of the chain, and that is a quality bit of play. Mortimer, I think he's got there. It's a clever bit of football by Mortimer.
Gary Hughes. Brendall put through the gap. Clever play. Great ball control. Away. Stevie Mortimer won't get him.
Time, and Cronulla are trailing Canterbury 4-2. And Canterbury looking for the first try of the match. Mark Hughes gives it out wide. Peter Mortimer going for the line. Across comes the cover, but he's in to score. On the burst, Peter Mortimer. He's over. Peter Mortimer scored next to the post.
Get through there. Just went straight through the middle of the gap. Gary Hughes, little chip over the top. There could be a try here to Steve Mortimer. Pulls it out of the air, beautiful. Fair try. And exact.
Outside backs. Their second try certainly was as a result of that. There's the kick ahead by Mortimer. Oh, what a great save. Oh, he's lost it. Mortimer might score. He's passed to Anderson, and Anderson is in to score.
Passed it, but they've gone over. He's been there when he's needed today play. He's pulled off some good tackles. Johnston on to Chris Anderson. Anderson goes for a run. Still going Anderson. Slips a good ball away to Mortimer. Shut the gate, you won't get him. Mortimer in the corner, yes! Mortimer, little chip through. He'll regather Mortimer too. Mortimer clips on the pace. The magic of Mortimer. Flicks the ball out for Johnston. Johnston puts a lob up for Mortimer. Mortimer going again. He's got support. Gets the ball out and folks will go in and a great Canterbury try. Oh, that's what they call them, the entertainers, for superb. Here's Robinson inside the 22 Canterbury. Mortimer throws a long one out for Conlon. Conlon steps around the winger and Conlon will score and a seal it for Canterbury. Great.
Forward, Spotswood. Lost backwards. Steve Mortimer cutting out Gary Hughes. Oh, that's a beautiful pass. And Mick Pittman takes it to the 22, gets it to Andrew Farrer, back to Steve Mortimer. Oh, what a beautiful piece of football, culminating in Peter Mortimer scoring a try. But let me check the goal-kicking record of Ross Conlon. 4 out of 9. As he delivers a ball beautifully to Steve Mortimer. Here's a chase between the middlemen, the 2 number 7s. Steve's going to get home. Yes, Steve Mortimer picks up a try for Canterbury.
To try and gee this Canterbury side up. He is the captain. He's playing dummy half. He's getting in his first man off the ruck.
Steve Mortimer with a little break. He's got support to him. He got loaded. He will. It'll be Canterbury under the post. Oh, great stuff, and put that one down to Steve Mortimer. Brendall wrapped up quickly. Still Sydney defence swarming. They're taking the man ball and all. Steve Mortimer. Hughes. Turns it back inside for his brother Mortimer. Now to Steve Mortimer. He's got the line open. What do we say about Steve Mortimer in? Oh, what's a game with a great try. Oh, the
Steve Mortimer and Gary Hughes again. And Conlon running onto that pass. Out of one tackle, Conlon. He's got support too. Steve Mortimer lunges at the line. And that's a try. Steve
all up, and Jerd has come out of it injured. Here's Steve Mortimer with the chip over the top. Lydiard appears to have it covered. No, he hasn't! Steve Mortimer is off to score! The brilliant Steve Mortimer! That's a great try by him. 24 points to 20 now. Taken to ground by John Jansen. Steve Mortimer has fallen in for this kick. And decides against that and decides to pass, and it's with Tony Armstrong. Now it's Folkes, now it's Mortimer. There's a try coming. Billy Johnston! Billy Johnston is in for Canterbury Bankstown. The second try that has come from a team opting not to kick on number 6. Mortimer, Hughes, cuts out Farah, finds Peter Mortimer out wide. Actually, Chris came into the play and got a magic pass away. Peter Mortimer's gone downfield. Andrew Farah takes it up inside the 32. There goes Steve Mortimer. He's away. Scores. Steve Mortimer. Well, that had Mortimer written right across it. The three brothers all involved.
Ready in this game. Anderson, Mortimer, Lamb. Losing the ball backwards. Still backwards. Robinson scoops it away now to Lease. Jimmy Lee starting away. Lease is going for the line. He should score. It's Mortimer under the posts.
From the Manly line. Played back to Langmack across the ground, looking for a runner, finds Batiste. Batiste gets about Mortimer, but it's a try. Try to Stevie Mortimer. Well.
Lease. Steve Mortimer. A massive one from Farah to Potter. Potter trying to set it up for Peter Mortimer, heading for the corner, and he's over. Peter Mortimer has scored another try for the Bulldogs.
Certainly a tragic start for Steve Rogers after an injury-ridden season last year with St George. He was really looking forward to re-establishing himself.
Here's a try. Langmack scores under the posts. Langmack scores off Steve Mortimer.
Gathered by O'Sullivan. 5 gone for the Bulldogs. Lamb. Up goes the bomb. It came off the outside edge of the boot. Oh, Canberra have let it bounce, and it's Peter Tunks very, very close to the line. Canberra players stood and watched that ball bounce. Must not do that. This is an easy try. Chris Mortimer.
Canterbury in a very, very dangerous position on the ground for Manly. Here's Potter. Now Farah. Farah stands in the tackle at close, finds Potter, then Steve Mortimer, and he's put down over the line. In fact, the last metre of the Steve Mortimer journey was aided and abetted by the Manly tackle. Done also by Hastings. Good quick passing by the Bulldogs. The Mortimers have played a big part in it. O'Brien's gone over the halfway. He's been chased, but he's been supported. Oh, beautiful football! Steve Mortimer to Terry Lamb. That was the old-fashioned Canterbury. That was the entertainers. They're back again. Broman. Malane inside the 22. Peter Mortimer inside to his brother Steve, and Steve is over the line. But what's the touch judge saying? It's a try.
Now 6 minutes left in this half. Canterbury lead 4-0. Steve Mortimer. Johnson will run around. Goes to Gillespie, who's made a galloping break. Gillespie heads for the post, finds support. Steve O'Brien does the juggling act. We're just 10 metres out from the line. A great chance here. Flung out. And that's a try to Chris Mortimer. A Mortimer special. O'Brien. And O'Brien's 15 out from the line. Last tackle. The bomb from Mortimer. A few pursuing. Langmack's going to grab this. He almost did, but it could still be a try. It is to Mortimer. Well, Langmack went up for it.
Langmack is brought down on Western Suburbs 40. Canterbury in possession again. The little chip through by Mortimer. The bounce goes Mortimer's way. Shoots it out then to Pete Mortimer. Mortimer goes for the corner. Stephendelis is there to cover. It's a try. And that is a spectacular try. The Mortimer brothers combined to put the first 4 points on the board. Beautiful take there by Matthew Callanan, the wing three-quarter for Canterbury. Look at this, good play. Chris Mortimer, Steve Mortimer. Is there anybody there to cover him? Can they get to him? Sends the pass inside. Oh, no, it's going to be a try. This is a try. I thought John MacArthur had him for sure. That Johnson across to Mortimer. To Hagan. Hagan straightens up. Goes through 1, 2, 3. He's gone through the whole side. Duval finally catches him just short of halfway. Chris Mortimer still going. Oh, can you believe the football these Canterbury players are playing? There's Mortimer, and he'll go it. Oh, that is a great try by
Mortimer sweeping it back to the blind side for Hagan. Hagan, good football. Here's Michael Potter inside. Here come the Bulldogs from Billy Johnson. It's gone to Stevie Mortimer. Back for Terry Lamb, and Canterbury scores. 75-metre try.
Deep and hitting it up. Now it's Potter. Cronin and Price making the tackle. Steve Mortimer.
Zipping away. Inside 22. David Gillespie. He'll score. Gillespie scores for the Bulldogs. The defending premiers now can get in the queue for the grand final. Their third try.
Left and right, then up the middle. Which way? Steve Mortimer. Dunn. Dunn bust Dunn. What a good run by Dunn to Lamb. It's hot potato. Steve Mortimer's going to score under the post. Paul Dunn started that. And a few others, perhaps. May have needed a few extra men to stop this. Lamb, long ball for Callanan. Callanan shapes to come back infield with a kick. Slips it to Folkes. Folkes has Mortimer in support. He's after it. Who's going to get there first? Mortimer. Steve Mortimer scores the try. Wasn't that a beauty?
And Canterbury coming up with the ball on the turnover on the West 22. So a great opportunity for them to extend the scoreline even further as Gillespie gets it off to Terry Lamb. He's inside the 10. Steve Mortimer backs him up, and Steve Mortimer goes in to score another Canterbury try.
Mortimer with Langmack. Couldn't quite get there. Right on the line, the Bulldogs. Mortimer goes his in. Well played, Mortimer.
Some pressure here for North Sydney. And Sidsworth is tackled again very close to the line. They've got a big back line to the right, and they hit
Robinson up on the blind. Oh, how easy. He went straight through Brett French, the centre three-quarter. Steve Mortimer, Langmack. Off a North Sydney hand, scooped up by Farah. Here goes Lamb, he's around Bella, he's inside the 22. Mortimer rakes it back, and Canterbury have got 6 more tackles. Again, it was touched by North Sydney. Mortimer goes to the blind side. The long ball to Terry Lamb, and there's a Canterbury try, scored by a magnificent combination of Steve Mortimer and Terry Lamb.
Tell you what, I think Warren Ryan's given a few of these forwards a rocket at half-time.
Played back to Hagan, away to Langmack. Langmack goes for the line. He can see it, but he can't reach it. Langmack to play it. That's the third tackle for Canterbury. Tunks might have a go himself. He does. He gets the ball out the back. Steve Mortimer dives over. Steve Mortimer is under the crossbar.
Gone in the match. Now Walsh makes the tackle on Bugden. And here they come, Canterbury.